Hello everyone, so I'm here today to do the Would You Rather BookTube edition tag. And I was tagged by the lovely Susie of Read Susie Read. You've probably already subscribed to her, but if you haven't, definitely do that. I'll put a link to her channel in the description, and also a link to the original video that this came from. So let's get started! I'm gonna have to go with standalones because I read more of those anyway, and because I often find that whenever I'm reading a trilogy or a series, that there are books in the series that I think are done really well, and there more often than not is more that I think was not done as well. So standalones just tend to be safer. Female authors. I mean, part of it is you gotta represent, and part of it is that actually I have problems whenever I'm assigning stuff for my comp classes, trying to find male authors that I want them to read that they haven't already heard about. I get really kind of upset with the whole literary fiction canon and how many women are not in it, so I like to make them read more female authors because the likelihood of them doing that on their own is pretty slim, and that makes me sad, so female authors all the way. Location-wise, I really should pick Amazon because I don't have a Barnes & Noble very close to me, but I really prefer physical books, so I'm going to go with Barnes & Noble, and also I have a Nook, so it just makes sense for me to choose Barnes & Noble. I've actually pondered on the answer to this more than I thought that I would, and I'm going to go with movies. I really think that there are a lot of movies that have been done pretty well. Obviously, television is very image-based, and, you know, books are very text-based, and that means that there's a lot that they kind of have to condense and rework to make it work for a movie, and that sometimes is upsetting. But with TV shows, they have more time to work with, and therefore they go through what they think the real plot is really quickly, and they diverge into all sorts of weird places that they probably shouldn't. If it's a really faithful adaptation, then I'll watch it in a TV show, but I'm much more likely to watch it in a movie, so I'm gonna go movie. Assuming that I had the time and ability, 5 books a week. Professional author. Sorry, not sorry. So just like every other person that I've seen, I'm going to actually go with new books and not just my favorites. But I probably thought about that and agonized over it a little bit more than everybody else. I do reread certain books a lot. They help to jumpstart my writing side, or they just help for me to feel like I'm myself. That sounded weirder than I expected it to. However, if I really wanted to keep learning about the market that I want to write in and keep finding new things and keep experiencing more of what I keep saying I'm going to read from my bookshelves, then I'm definitely going to have to go with new books. Since I've been a bookseller, I'm going to tell you that I would rather be a librarian. I don't do well with the whole selling things bit. I like helping people, and I like helping them find books that are like books that they love, and I like helping them find books that they will love or books that they should love. I mean, come on. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go with librarian. Although working at a bookstore whenever a really big book releases is kind of awesome. I think I'm actually gonna go with reading my favorite genre. I feel really unadventurous for doing that. My favorite genre, however, is like contemporary fiction, and that covers a lot of bases, so I probably wouldn't get bored. So I think I'm gonna go with my favorite genre. Physical books. I do have a Nook that I read occasionally, and I do like reading things on my phone whenever I'm traveling, but I definitely like physical books the most. They're better for me to actually make notes in. I retain it more whenever I'm reading it in a physical book, and I don't know why that is. And I can actually like read it outside more. No sun glaring and stuff. And I just like holding it. And this is gonna get like weird and creepy if I don't stop now, so I'm gonna stop now. I literally don't know anybody who hasn't done this tag yet, but if you haven't done it and you would like to, please do, and then tell me that you did in the comments because I would love to go watch them. So that's all that I have for you today, and I will see you all next week.